The difference between average Claude and your Claude, the one that knows your project, knows you, remembers what you said, runs your custom workflows, comes down to a simple setup most people skip. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make it run for you.
3 setups. The first one carries most of the weight. That's where we start. First, Claude.md. A plain file Claude reads automatically every session before doing anything else. Think of it as the rulebook you hand Claude on the way in. 2 possible places to put it. The global one sits in your main Claude folder, the one in your user directory. Claude reads it for every project, every session, anywhere on your computer. The project one, same file name but sitting at the root of a specific project folder. Claude reads it only when you're working in that project. You can have just one or both. If both exist, Claude reads them together. Project wins on conflicts. At the start, just one is enough for a long while. The moment you get serious about a specific codebase, that's when the second one's worth thinking about. What goes inside? 3 kinds of content. 1. Identity. Who you are. Role, context, skill level. Examples. I run a small business. I'm fine with semi-technical answers, but don't overcomplicate. I'm new to coding. Assume I don't know technical terms. Talk to me in simple language. Without identity, Claude treats you like an anonymous user. Same prompt as everyone else, same generic reply. With it, the same question lands differently depending on who's asking. 2. Communication preferences. How Claude actually talks to you. Tone, length, whether it pushes back or just agrees. Examples. Keep replies short. Get to the point. Skip the long intros. Push back when I'm wrong instead of just agreeing. Most people fight Claude's default voice in every single conversation. Be more concise, stop summarizing, over and over. Write it once in this section. You stop. Forever. 3. Project rules. This part goes in the project file, not global, because the rules are specific to that codebase. Build commands, your conventions, things to avoid. Example. Don't make changes I didn't ask for. If you spot other issues, mention them. Don't fix them silently. Project rules are how Claude learns your codebase, not just you. If you're starting with Claude, one file is enough. Open or create it in your main Claude folder. Drop in 3 or 4 lines, your identity, your communication preferences. Done. Most of the value lands from that one file alone. When you start a serious project, add the same file at the project folder. 2 of them, layered. Claude knows you and Claude knows the project. We've prepared starter files for you. Link in the description. A global template with identity and communication blocks, plus an example project version you can adapt later. Read them, adjust to fit you, drop them in. 5 minutes total. Worth a look. Andrej Karpathy, ex-Tesla self-driving lead who recently joined Anthropic, the guy who coined vibe coding, shared his Claude.md publicly. His leans heavier into the coding side. Different audience, different focus. Useful to compare. Link in the description. One file in, and your Claude already starts replying differently. Same name, 2 possible scopes, layered when you need it. Now to the next setup, where Claude actually starts remembering you between sessions, not just within them. Second, memory. This is where Claude remembers what you said in past sessions. What it does. Every Claude code session, by default, is a fresh conversation. Claude forgets you the moment you close the terminal. Memory changes that. Think of it as a simple notebook Claude keeps about you and your project. Not a database, not anything technical. Just text files Claude reads every time before replying. Why it matters. Without memory, you re-explain your project every conversation. I do online courses, not in-person workshops. Use the green version of my logo, not the blue. Keep my copy simple, no marketing fluff. Over and over. With memory, Claude already knows. You make progress instead of re-onboarding. How to use it. In your main Claude folder, there's a memory area for each project. Write what matters into individual text files. Claude pulls from them automatically before every reply. Example. Ours is more than one file. Daily logs and session handovers running already. with a database layer coming next. Inside, lines like, "Memory files hold live truth, not vague aspiration." Every session becomes both learning data and future content. All of it shapes how Claude understands our business, our brand, our setup. There's a lot more under memory. What happens when conversations get long? How to move between work sections without losing what you've built. That's a whole video coming up. For today, just know, memory exists, it's easy to start. Type what you want Claude to remember, save the file. Done. Starter templates in the link below. One more setup to go, and this one turns Claude from an assistant into your operator. Third and last, skills. What it does. A skill is a folder with instructions. When you reference it, Claude uses those instructions to run a specific workflow. It's how you turn your most repeated tasks into one-line commands. Why it matters. Most people reprompt the same thing 50 times. Edit my notes like this. Summarize this kind of doc like this. Build a scene like this. Every time, fresh. With a skill, you save the instruction once, and from then on, Claude does it the way you want. Every time, no reprompting. How to use it. Skills live in your main Claude folder, inside a skills subfolder. Each skill is its own folder, with a file called skill.md inside. That file's just text. You describe what the skill does, give Claude the steps, pick a trigger word. From then on, when you say that word, Claude uses the skill. Examples from our stack. I have skills for video production, for screen recording, for memory consolidation, for building knowledge graphs out of messy notes. Each one is a folder. Each saves hours every week. Simple skill examples in the link below. Short, generic, easy to adapt today. One more thing. Coming up in a Build With Us video, I'll walk you through making a simple panel skill. Weather, time, quick commands, file shortcuts. Easy to follow live. Build alongside us in 15 minutes. If that sounds useful, subscribe and leave a comment. If there's a different Build With Us you'd rather see, tell me there.
3 setups, 3 places to set Claude up, so it actually becomes yours. Most people miss them at the start, work without them for a long while, and only realize later how much they were missing. That's the gap between average Claude and the version that runs real work. We've packaged the templates for you, all in the free school community, a global Claude MD with identity and communication, a Project Claude.md template, memory starter, a simple skill example, plus the link to Carpathy's Claude.md, all free, link below. Set them up this week, takes about 10 minutes total. Thanks for watching.